Hi guys, welcome again to our show Tech Central. This is Sylvia as always.
I'm Romalis, as always.
Yeah, and today we are going to talk about harnessing your problem solving skills.
Definitely.
And maybe Romalis will tell us why we decided to jump onto this topic today.
So we decided to talk about problem solving today because the world outside there, they expect you as an engineer
Or an
IT
IT
professional, you need to understand everything basically. So they expect you to be a problem solver. They expect you to solve any kind of problem. There's no limit to how much they think you can do. So that's why we said you need to know about problem solving and how to go about it so that you're not going to be the person who answers no to a potential client.
Right.
Yes. So you need to be ready.
Because a client
solve the problem.
expects you to know actually.
Definitely.
Yeah.
To know everything.
Right. So today we have key points that we have used in our profession as as engineers and IT experts, and that is what we wanted to share because that is actually the tool that most other people are using out there. So we have 3 key points, and the first one is analyze and understand the problem that you've been given.
Yes.
So I think Romalis will dive deep into that and tell us after analyzing and understanding the problem, then what next?
What next? Yeah. So analyzing and understanding the problem is a step actually that is very important in problem solving process.
Right.
Because you can't solve a problem you don't understand. So you need to take your time, dig down, dig deep into the problem.
You can't do guesswork.
Yes.
Yeah. So
you need to ask questions to people who gave you the project, number 1, and then number 2, you need to ask questions to people who are experts in the field.
Exactly.
For example, if you're solving a problem in dentistry, you need to ask dentists or dental professionals who already work in the field because you're already in IT and you don't have much experience in dentistry. So you need to ask questions to the right people.
Yeah. The domain experts.
The domain experts. There's also something that we mentioned when we were discussing. You don't need to ask irrelevant questions.
Yeah.
Yes.
And how not to ask irrelevant questions?
Yeah, so basically you need to understand the bigger picture of your project.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay, so you keep the bigger picture in mind because when you keep the bigger picture in mind, it helps you. It keeps you from being distracted by other things or other ideas. You need to focus on the bigger picture, and you need to ask questions that are relevant to the problem you're still trying to solve. And also, by keeping the picture in mind, it makes you relate the answers you're getting and how they fit into the bigger picture of your problem. So that's why you need to basically do a proper analysis and understanding of your problem, keeping the bigger picture in mind. Sylvia, what is a bigger picture when you talk about the bigger picture?
So a bigger picture could be really what do you want to be proud of at the end of the project? What kind of impact do you want to create with your project? Because you don't want to just do a project for the sake of doing a project. You want to also be proud at the end of it all that you are the one who created that project, you worked on it, and you put your blood and sweat into it. So that is the bigger picture. Just setting it and working towards that as a goal, I think.
Yes, definitely. That's actually a good answer.
That's how I see it, yeah.
So number 2 here is to break down the problem into smaller and manageable pieces.
Yeah.
Sylvia, do you want to expand on that?
Yeah, you have to... Sometimes when you're given a project, you see that huge chunk of the project and you get so intimidated and very scared to even start. So breaking this project into very many small tasks that you accomplish every day or every week will help you actually progress so rapidly than you could imagine. So don't look at the whole thing. It's going to scare you off and you're going to be stressed out trying to figure out how to really finish this whole project because you'll be like, oh, I don't know this, I don't have this skill set and everything else. So breaking it down will actually enable you to fully understand and appreciate the whole process.
So then once you've broken down the problem, then you go ahead and start solving one piece, one chunk at a time.
Exactly.
Remember, you need to solve one small chunk at a time. Because remember, initially you had a big problem to solve, and then you came up with a strategy to cut it and then
Into pieces.
into smaller pieces,
Yeah.
and then start with one. So the good thing about breaking into pieces is because you're gonna have a time to work on one small focused
Yeah.
aspect of the problem.
You also set deadlines. Don't just
Yes.
do things haphazardly.
Yes.
Like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So you need to set deadline. Say this is how long I'm gonna do work on this chunk. This is how long this chunk is gonna take. This chunk depends on this chunk.
Exactly.
All this kind of stuff. So make sure you're like keeping track of the progress as well.
Exactly.
So keep track of your progress. Make sure you did what you say you'll do. Don't procrastinate. Don't be lazy.
And also check in with the client or whoever
Yeah.
you're doing the project for, because sometimes you might be doing things and thinking you're doing the right thing.
Yes,
And
yet it's the wrong
actually,
one.
you are actually going to the wrong direction.
Yeah. So don't solve don't solve the wrong problem, or don't give the wrong solution.
So keep
Basically.
asking questions.
Yes.
Even though you asked questions initially, keep on asking. Even mid projects, it's start, mid, and end of the project.
Don't make assumptions.
Yes, exactly.
Don't make assumptions.
I had
Yeah.
yeah,
So lastly, you need to evaluate your project.
exactly.
This evaluating a project means looking into what you've done, how you did it, and then you need to ask yourself these questions.
Right.
So ask yourself, did I achieve my goal? Did I achieve my goal? So remember, when you start a project, when you're doing analysis, you have a bigger picture, and this bigger picture is the one that defines your goals.
Is it impactful?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So and then when you're asking yourself these questions during evaluation phase, you need to ask yourself, did I achieve my goals that I set?
Exactly.
Okay.
And did you meet the client's needs?
Did you meet the client's needs? And also during the analysis, there are problems that you set, or there are small problems that you set, or questions you ask yourself.
Right.
So at the end of the project, when you're evaluating, you need to ask yourself, did I address every single question I asked myself?
Exactly.
Yes. So
Yeah.
you need to make sure your project meets those requirements, and you need to make sure that your evaluation is where you know if your project is up to the standards or it's below the standards, and then you need to reiterate,
Yeah.
go again on
And
top and
start
fix
over.
things you didn't. Yes. Start
Exactly.
over, do another research, ask questions. And then also fix bugs. We call it fixing bugs means fix things that you didn't fix right, or
Yeah.
all this kind of stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. And just to reiterate what we said, it's make sure you analyze the problem fully
Yes, and understand it.
and understand it. And the second point was
Second point was you break it down
Yes.
into smaller pieces
exactly.
that you can manage.
And then
Okay.
the third point is evaluate the whole project to make sure
Yes.
you're actually within what was expected of you.
Definitely. So
Yeah.
you need to evaluate your project very carefully and thoroughly.
Exactly.
Cool.
So yeah, thank you guys, and that is it from us today. And if you haven't subscribed,
Remember to subscribe down below.
and share it out to those who you think could benefit from all these
Yes.
videos that we are doing.
Yeah, please share with your cousins, your friends, your neighbors, your
And
teachers,
everyone.
everyone. Seriously, because
Yeah.
these videos are helpful, and it's by seeing the number of subscribers that encourage us to do even more videos
Exactly.
to help you guys
Yeah.
out there.
Thank you so
Cool.
much, and see you in the next video.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Mhm.